Load up the right hand to parlay that into the shot.
Circling now to keep his foot in the outside of his opponent's foot. When he gets that, and he gets the distance he wants, he's going to let that hand go.
Eskarayev needs to be wary of walking into that right hand. If he's forced to circle out to his left-hand side, which is the power side of Kubánič, he could get caught with that big right hand.
Eskarayev tried to land that jab over the shoulder. Very, very tough.
Little pockets, these little gaps. Beautiful shot to the body there from Kubánič.
What you saw right there, Phil, that's a champion's mark. When somebody does something to you, you do it back to them better.
He's now getting Eskarayev to bite on his feints a little bit. Didn't land flush, but that right hand is dangerous. Both these men trying to soften up the body. Lead uppercut to straight combination from Kubánič. Seems the game plan is to soften up the body here.
Our opponents could have gone either way.
If you're Eskarayev, do you try and zero in on that eye, try and open that up a little bit more, make it bleed into the eye?
You sure do, and before you do that, you try and get him to think about something else. Get him to think you're trying to kick him in the legs, level change, make him think you want to get in his hips, and then bang him right in that cut.
Nice movement from Eskarayev. Oh, huge uppercut.
Dazzling shot.
Oh, he's hurt.
Dazzling shot, Phil.
Kubánič trying to get it done early in the second round here. Landed two big shots. Kubánič trying to take the back. He's very high upright.
Further strikes.
But Eskarayev doing a great job of turning those hips in towards Kubánič.
Oh, yes, Eskarayev is a beast.
Triangle attempt. Eskarayev really is something different, isn't he? Got rocked, got put on his backside, now finds himself.
Triangle's getting close.
Got
to get that foot underneath the knee and then twist the body a little bit so the two bodies are not lined up, but it's getting close. That foot is now getting, now you got to get the knee to the ankle rather than towards the toes.
He's in.
We've now got the angle between the bodies is formed.
There's pressure on his foot as opposed to the shin being locked.
Got to get the ankle.
The feet now. Oh, beautiful short elbow by Kubánič.
Phil, Eskarayev was in a submission hold in his mind right now. He wants to put his opponent in one.
Tight against the cage, and oh yes, Eskarayev proving that he deserves his spot here to contend for the interim lightweight championship. Kubánič consistently proving what we all know, and that's that he is a very deep. The hip line.
100 seconds to go.
Switch, there it is, the body triangle is in.
Kubánič now very wisely looking for the underhook from the back, trying to prevent his opponent from turning.
Eskarayev in his haste to try and get in on Kubánič has left a little pocket of space here. Kubánič slowly, methodically looking like he's working his way.
Seconds later, he's not.
And we keep talking about how tough he is. He's also doing everything right technically. He's turning into Kubánič. He's negating the legs. He's defending the chokes. Not just tough, but also an incredibly intelligent fighter.
Absolutely, Phil. Not just tough, because were it solely toughness, it wouldn't work. Kubánič hits too hard. Anybody, their biggest part of their game is that they're a game fighter, that they're really tough. They're not going to beat this man.
Again in that back tick.
In, and second round ends. You want to make a call for who you emotionally buoyed by, having, we believe, won that second round, but his conditioning maybe so extraordinary that he's basically just going into a second win right now.
Well, as we've seen, Kubánič can maintain a pace unheralded in mixed martial arts and put that pace on his opponents. Big flare double.
Eskarayev, in terms of conditioning, maybe fading just a little bit. Kubánič, anything but.
It may be a strange thing to say, but the fighting style of Kubánič may lend itself better to these.
Back, probably going to slam you down again. Eskarayev very wisely has his back up against that fence, wants to keep it.
Turning up the frequency.
Elbow coming.
Big shots by Kubánič. And again, it's really been a a story of survival so far in the opening stanzas of this third round for Eskarayev. He's being ragdolled right now by Kубаныч.
Kубаныч playing a top game that's smothering, keeping his opponent crunched forwards. The abdomen can't fully expand. Fighter can't breathe, making the fighter carry her weights. The legs get heavy, throwing constant shots, both to remind the judges who's winning this and to cause pain. And then you stand up, your heart starts to beat, you think you're out, boom.
And he doesn't need to land knockout punches here. He just needs to land frequency high shots. Eskarayev, much to his credit, is trying everything he can to keep himself in this fight.
Kубаныч trying to pull his opponent away slightly so that he can sink down into mount, as you've seen there. The horrible thing about fighting Omak is you're getting punched in the face no matter what happens. Positions partway there, punch in the face. Positions all the way there, punch in the face. Omak got a little high, beautiful reversal.
Here, the Uzbek fans are on the edge of their seat.
Brave Nation, we are in Uzbekistan. This is a wrestling culture. It is a combat sports culture. These fight fans know exactly what they're
champion of the world, setting himself up for an inevitable collision course with our champion Ahmed Amir. Takedown scored by Eskarayev.
Eskarayev now needs to get past those legs. He needs to pass that guard. Ground and pound, not likely to win him this fight.
No, he needs to go to work from here.
Kубаныч happy to be here, trying to set up the beginnings of a triangle choke right now.
Smart with the bicep control as opposed to wrist control.
Wrist control often indicates what
absolute cardio machines.
Kубаныч opened those feet. He could have stayed inside it. Now he's looking for a submission. At the beginnings of a key lock. He released it, but he's going to be looking for something else.
Oh, transition into side control from Eskarayev.
Very impressive.
Really needs to go to work with elbows or something here. Again, Kубаныч is just so smart, knowing exactly what he needs to do to shut down the offense of Eskarayev, to prevent him from landing those big strikes. Such intelligent work from Abdisалам Kубаныч.
Very, very short time, Brave Nation.
There we
have
have
it. That final beautiful gong.
Unanimous decision victory. And new Brave Combat Federation interim lightweight champion, Abdisалам